what happened from what she saw.
So, you say he was cut off by a car, which is what he says. You say your tires were bad, which is what he says. You say he wasn't drinking, which is what he says. And you say that it wasn't until he was cut off that the car began to lose control and hydroplane. And the people behind you actually were a witness to the same thing. And the famous line, and Judge Backman does it all the time, is, so you're in here saying he could have been drinking, so are you lying then, you're lying now, either way under oath. He wasn't drinking. Judge Backman.
Hi, Ms. Campbell. What year car was it?
It was a 2009 Toyota Corolla LE.
When did you buy it?
I bought it a year and some months ago from the incident.
And in between your purchase of the vehicle and the time Mr. Williams drove, had you ever replaced the tires?
Yes, sir. I replaced the tires, I would say, November of the last year.
Show me. You have a receipt?
I don't have receipts.
So if you replaced the tires November of last year, he drove the car 4 months later in March. Why were the tires bad?
They were stripped tires, I believe.
So you bought strip tires?
If I would assume so.
All right, so why should he pay you when you put strip tires on the car and you had him drive it?
I was not aware that my tires were stripped at the time, only...
Oh, come on, that's inconsistent with your testimony to this court that you knew the tires were bad and you told him that beforehand.
Right, and I knew my tires...
Are you lying then or are you lying now?
I'm not lying, period.
Okay, well, I don't believe you.
Okay.
I don't believe it. Nothing further.
We're going to retire to...
Opinions. One verdict. Hot bench. Primrose Campbell has accused former friend Adrian Williams of totaling her car during a night out. Adrian has a countersuit for medical bills and punitive damages. The judges will now deliberate.
Well, I think that tape recording was pretty clear as to the liability here. I mean...
I don't know if I would go that far and agree with that.
First of all, he was credible. I thought he was credible. I thought she was totally incredible. I thought she was a liar. The explanation that she gave on the recording to the insurance company with the people behind them saying the same thing, I don't see how we could hold him responsible for her damage, and I don't know why you're lying.
Sorry. I agree with you so much, but I have to say one further thing. This is a case for punitive damages. She came to court with a lie, and we've got to do something. We have to start sending a message to people to say, you can be liable for bringing an action in bad faith.
I totally agree. You let somebody who didn't want to come out in the first place, then you get so drunk and everybody else with you that you get this poor guy to drive your car knowing that the tires are bald and jeopardize everybody's safety in the car. Everybody. That warrants, in my view, punitive damages as well.
I'm sorry. I disagree with you both. I don't see it as 100% her fault. I think he had a responsibility as well to ensure that the car was in good working condition before he took it out in the rain. I think there is a comparative negligence claim here, and so I'm not in agreement with the two.
Well, I have to say that it is still a fact-specific analysis. And in this case, we have a fact established that this lying plaintiff told the insurance company that another car swerved in front of her. She told the insurance company, as she is trying to explain the reasons for the accident, her tires. Secondly, there is no way ever I am going to say to somebody who's offering to be a designated driver that before you drive these drunk people, you better make sure that the drunk person's car is in good working order, or you can be held.
I'm with you on that. That's ridiculous.
No way.
Wait a minute, hold on. It's an easy question. I'm the designated driver. Your car working okay?
I'm drunk.
Your car is your car okay?
But he was
not that drunk.
You don't know how drunk she was.
Well, that's exactly
He was
right.
not a designated driver from the get-go. I don't see any liability for this kid based on her own testimony that a car cut him off. He was not negligent. He was doing what he was supposed to do. The other car would be 100% responsible, not him. We don't have
Give her punitive damages.
I want to give him punitive
1,000?
Yeah,
That's not
I'm good with
fair.
that.
Because she lied.
Hot bench. Want justice? Go to hotbench.tv. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Primrose Campbell has accused former friend Adrian Williams of totaling her car during a night out. Adrian has a countersuit for medical bills and punitive damages. The judges have returned from deliberation and are ready to rule.
What grade do you teach?
6th grade through 12th.
You are a dual model. We all think you're a stand-up gentleman. Judge Backman would have found that you were comparatively negligent for this accident. Because you were driving, he thinks that there's some liability.
I just feel like...
He got outvoted. Sir, dear, you don't have to say a word.
Okay.
Because we outvoted him. We don't think you're on the hook for anything. We heard the recording. He didn't say he was drinking. He said he wasn't drinking. And he said to the insurance adjuster who was evaluating the liabilities that another car swerved in front of him, just like he said. You said your tires were bald, just like he said. It completely validated his testimony. So, ma'am, we are dismissing your complaint. You know, we're also going to do something we don't typically do in this case, because we don't often see a lot of cases that warrant it, but we're giving you punitive damages because you lied. We think that you had this man drive you and your friends who were drinking. He was doing a responsible thing, and he was in a car that was unsafe. But even beyond that, I'm going to tell you why I really fought to impose punitive damages against you. I didn't have to fight that hard. I didn't. Don't come to my courtroom and lie. You wrote a pleading that was a blatant lie. You made up an entire story about this accident, which was entirely at odds with what you told the insurance adjuster. Shake your head all you like. You're a beautiful girl, but you're a big liar. Do not abuse this system. There are too many litigants who need to have their cases resolved without having our courts clogged with people who are bringing maliciously filed actions. Sir, judgment for this case will be on your counterclaim in the amount of $4,400. Your complaint is dismissed.
This courtroom is now in recess.
On bench continues in a